Seems to be a lot of heat going on about the debate about the Carolina Reaper and the Seven Pot Primo pepper. A lot of people, I'm just bringing this up. There's a lot of people that think that Ed Curry stole the Seven Pot Primo, right, from Troy something. Let's just call him Troy Primo. Something that had Primo in the name somehow. I forgot the exact name, but there's a lot of people that seem to be saying Ed stole the pepper, and he renamed it the Carolina Reaper, and he might have changed a few things and whatnot. I personally don't believe that. And here's the reason why I don't believe that. I don't believe that for the same reason I don't believe that Jesus stole his moral code from Confucius, I believe it was. I don't believe that for the same reason that I don't believe that certain religions that talk about a crucified Savior are copies of each other. What I'm trying to say is the reason why I don't believe it is because more often than not, two brilliant brains will come up with similar creations far more often than not. And a lot of times, there will be, these two people, they'll have these creations, they'll both be thinking in the same way. The Seven Pot Primo and the Carolina Reaper both have been bred with, the Naga pepper, I believe it's called. Some type of pepper. I forget the exact name of it, but I know there is a pepper that is very similar that both of them are bred with, basically. And one of them's bred with one type of pepper, and one of them's bred with a different type of pepper, and it created an almost identical pepper. The Reaper, I believe, is said to have a little bit more Scoville, but the Seven Pot Primo is about the same heat experience as the Reaper, because the Scoville is not the only thing that makes a pepper hot. That being said, people such as Johnny Scoville from Chase the Heat has explained in his videos many times that there is a slight difference in the taste of the pepper. Do I believe Pepper X is the world's hottest pepper? As far as heat units are concerned, yes. I think it might be so hot, in fact, that he hasn't released it to the public quite yet. I reckon he might be trying to work on either a safe way to do it or a way where he can release the pepper without it getting stolen by someone else. But I don't believe, especially, when Ed Curry talks about his experiences with the angel, right? He says when he was drunk, some higher intelligence told him to go to a rehab center. Whether you consider that a higher part of his own intelligence within his own brain or an actual angel makes no difference. Some higher part of himself, right? Told him to go to rehab, told him to do better in life, and he changed his life around. He used to be a serious alcoholic and do all kinds of bad things. Turned his life around. So no, even though it might be quite convincing, I don't believe that a Carolina Reaper is an exact carbon copy of a 7-pot Primo. I don't even think that it was bred from a 7-pot Primo. I believe what really happened is these two peppers were bred in an almost identical way. And as a result, the pepper was almost identical. But there is a slight difference in the taste of the peppers and the heat. And I don't believe there's any reason for Primo to be. He said he doesn't lose sleep over these things, but even if he was that type of person, I don't think there would be a reason for him to lose sleep over these things, because I don't believe the hypes, and I believe that people should try and think with their own mind before coming to a rash conclusion and trying to ruin somebody's life. I don't think it's a fair game whatsoever to try and do that. This is a weird topic, but I just wanted to add my own 2 cents into it.